Great evening, great day, everybody. My name is Omar Mohammed, helping you improve and progress in business and in life. This is our monthly RIDE meetup, continuing education. This is an opportunity for individuals to, one, receive information about growing their, well, let me back up, information about starting, operating, and scaling their business, as well as an opportunity for individuals to do some networking as well. So I'm pleased to have a great resource for you today. As you can see from the flyer that we sent out and on the screen, we'll be talking about state and Maryland labor resources for small businesses. So we're going to make it interactive. If you are not doing a presentation, if you could just hide yourself and you can just come off of mute to ask questions. So without further ado, I don't want to take up too much time. I do want to mention a couple of things before we go on. For those individuals who are not familiar with the RIDE program, we're at Morgan State University. And RIDE stands for Returning Citizens Inspired to Develop Entrepreneurial Ventures. I know, y'all, it's a long word and some of the words are not in there, but nonetheless, it still says RIDE. So that's what we do. So we have a podcast, we have entrepreneurship training, we have an annual event, and we definitely do this event here for those individuals. We also have specialized training workshops. Right now, we have a specialized training where we're working with a local contractor. He does rehab. So he's teaching individuals how to get into the real estate rehab business. So without further, one last thing, you can follow us on Instagram at Ride Small Biz, and we're also at edacmorgan.com for more information, and that's EDAC Morgan, all one word, .com. All right, without further ado, let me bring to the mic, and I'm gonna disappear. We have Janice Walker-Emeogo. Did I get it right, Janice?
Emeogo.
Yeah. Okay.
Close.
No, tell me what it is, Shannon.
Emeogo.
Emeogo. Okay.
There you go.
We have Teresa Mena.
Mena, you got it.
I tell you. All right. So you can see their titles there. And Jan and I have known each other for a number of years, and we've supported each other over the years. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Teresa and Janice.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And good afternoon, everyone. As Omar stated, my name is Jan Walker-Emeogo. I am the Small Business State Outreach Director at the Maryland Department of Labor. I am also joined with Teresa Mena. She is the Regional Business Solutions Consultant at Labor. She is my go-to person in terms of workforce solutions for businesses throughout the state. And so I have been with the state for since 2016. I have over 20 years of finance, small business experience, helping business owners to start, manage, and to grow their business. It is such a pleasure to be with you guys this evening to talk about the different resources that are on the state level. Teresa is going to talk about the resources that are there, the workforce resources that are there for small businesses at the Maryland Department of Labor. So I'm going to make this session a little bit more interactive. I had a presentation. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to go live. And then I'm going to go panel by panel with the resources that I'm going to share and ask if you have any questions. So Teresa, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and just tell them a little bit about you and the work that you do, the great work that you do at the Department of Labor?
I paid you enough to say that, didn't I? Good evening, everyone. As Jan mentioned, I am Teresa Mena, the Regional Business Solutions Consultant with the Maryland Department of Labor. And I am very passionate about serving my community, and I love workforce development, so much so that I even went to Leadership Frederick. And Leadership Frederick allowed me to be a part of building the curriculum called The Edge. It is for startup companies in Bitsy in Frederick County, Maryland. So starting a small business is something that I truly love to help, and whatever I can do to support you guys, just, ask away.
Thank you, Teresa. So in terms of state resources, if you are looking to start your business in the state of Maryland, Maryland is the place to be to open a small business or to grow your business. We have a wonderful platform on the state level called Maryland Business Express. If you take a look right here, the URL, it is businessexpress.maryland.gov. So once you have that URL, you type it in Google, you click on the hyperlink. This is the landing page that comes up for state resources. And I've got to tell you, on this platform alone, you have over 150 resources for small business. And we actually collaborated with 13 different state agencies to make this possible for you, the business owner. And so on this platform, you will see 4 panels. Plan your business if you are in the idea stage. We also have start your business, whether you're ready to register, file, and launch your business. We also have a manage your business panel. So if you're running your business, we want to make sure that you are prepared for success. And then we have grow your business, tons of resources in every single panel. So for this session, we are going to start with the plan your business panel. And once you hover over the plan your business panel, you will see 7 different selections. The first one, to create a business plan. Again, if you are in the idea phase of your business, I highly recommend, I don't suggest, I highly recommend creating a business plan. And you can certainly do that with EDAC. I'm sure they have business plan templates and business coaches and mentors for you to utilize to create your business plan. So I am going, because this is a live session, I'm going to click on the link for section 1. And here are some of the resources that are here in the Create a Business Plan section. So it gives you a quick blurb about resources for writing a business plan. It also has the Maryland Small Business Development Center Network and how they advise, counsel, and support entrepreneurs all throughout the state of Maryland. You also have a link for SBA, the U.S. Small Business Administration. You have a link here to SCORE, which is a nonprofit association dedicated to helping small businesses. Again, because of the program that you are in, please make sure that you reach out to your counselor or your coach or mentor at EDAC. On this page, you will also find data tools, and this is actually pretty cool. I'm going to click on it and show you something here. So on this state website, if you're looking to start a business, you can find data, right, that is here readily available in the state of Maryland. If you want to look and explore demographics, you want to explore businesses, explore talent pool, or generate maps, the information is here. If you want to look at where Maryland ranks in terms of education and entrepreneurship, you can view ranking. So if you're looking for data as you are creating your business plan, this is the place to go to locate information. So I'm going to click on this, this data tab here, and let's see, let's explore demographics, right? Because as you are creating your business plan, you need information, right? So here it talks about the population in the state of Maryland, right? Then it gives you census data information as you're looking at different zip codes or different target segments that are here in the state of Maryland. You have census information readily available on this website, right? Because you need to know as you're starting your business and you have a product or service that you're looking to sell to the state or to constituents in the state, you want to make sure that you are properly segmented and you are targeting the right people that are in that zip code that you are looking to sell your services or your product to. On this website, you will also find, if you continue to explore, you will find household information. You will find information such as household medium dollar amount in each household in the state of Maryland. There is so much information here. You could technically get lost, but don't get lost on this page. Don't stay too long here because you still have your business plan that you need to create and get your business moving in the next direction. So I am going to go back. So I'm a data person, so you will find that I get really excited about data when it comes to writing a business plan. Okay, so in the next section, you will find the tab that states need funding for your business, right? How are you going to get started? There are different types of financing that are here, but I want you to scroll all the way down. And again, I may use the word cool, but this is so awesome. I love the state of Maryland and the resources that we provide to business owners. You will find Maryland's database of financial incentives for business. And because I get excited, I'm going to click on it. Let's go. All right. So here you will find a list of funding programs by name. You will find the types of funding program, the category, details, as well as hyperlinks. You can also try to search by keywords like cannabis, because I was actually on this website looking for a business owner and seeing if they had any funding available for cannabis business. So again, you can, create your search, your keyword search, hit search and see what pops up. Right now, you will not see any data populate, but there is going to be a loan program here on this website for the cannabis industry. It's currently being developed, so you won't see that populate right now, but it is coming. I'm going to hit the back button. Okay, different types of, like I stated, funding incentives for businesses. You will see tax credits, grant, investment loans. If you're interested in grants, you can, do a search and just do grants only. But this is a wonderful site that the state has developed where it lists all the state funding resources that are available for business owners. All right. I got very excited there. Pick a location as you are looking to start your business. If you are looking for a physical location, the state has resources to help you. If you are looking to just start an online business, you can certainly do so. Next, and I'm just going to keep moving a little bit quicker than I was moving before, choose a business structure. When you click on this link, you need to determine the appropriate business structure for your business. Are you going to be a sole proprietorship business? Are you going to be a sole proprietor with a trade name? Are you going to have a partnership type of business? Is it going to be a limited liability company, or will you establish a corporation? If you continue to scroll down, there's a quick blurb here that gives you some information about the type of entity structure that you are looking to establish. Section 5, select a business name. Here in the state of Maryland, we actually have a database that lists all of the registered business in the state. So if you are looking for, let's say, Jan Clothing LLC, I can click on this hyperlink to see if that business name exists. So Jan's Clothing LLC, click search. And the good news, I do not have a Jan's Clothing LLC registered in the state of Maryland, so that business name is available for me to register in the state. Okay, so that's a great way. If you have a business name that you think may sound a little bit similar to another business that's in the state, you can use this hyperlink and conduct a name search and see what populates on the page. Next, research license and permits. Depending on the type of business that you register, the state may require a business license. You could have a business license requirement on the county side, or you can have a business license requirement for the state. So if that is the case, I have a really neat website here called Maryland One Stop. And because I have a couple of tabs open, I apologize. Let's see. There you go. The Maryland One Stop Portal. So this is where you can search for the different licenses or permits that is needed for your business. If you hover here in the search section, as you can see, I've been using this site a lot. Let's say you are looking to start a childcare business. You type the word childcare in the search box and click that little magnifying glass. I'm not sure why nothing came up, but let's do a different one. Let's say home improvement. All right, perfect. That's in our labor agency anyway, so I'm glad I picked that one. So here's what populates on the site. Your home improvement license. You can click on it. This is a hyperlink, right? It gives you a little bit of information about the Home Improvement Commission. It tells you the approval time for the type of state license. It also provides you with the cost, the application cost for the license. Then it provides you with steps and requirements and documentation that you may need. Do you need to attend a licensing workshop? Again, this is optional. Do you need to pass examination for this license? It also tells you that you have to register your trade name with the Department of Assessment and Taxation and provides you with a phone number, but it gives you step-by-step what you need to review and execute in order to get your home improvement license. Also on this page, it has a form that you can download to apply for the license. And it also talks about how do you maintain your license, and it has agency contact information here. So I think that this is a pretty cool website. Everything is listed all on one site. It gives you everything that you need to go about, to learn about the type of license that you need, as well as applying for the license and agency contact information. I'll pause there to see if there are any questions that you have for me before I go to the next section. Going once, going twice. Let's go to the next section. You are planning to register your business. So I'm going to go back to the little home icon here, or house icon. And now we're going to go to the start section. Okay. So the first section in the Start Your Business panel is to register your business in the state of Maryland. Again, the Maryland Business Express website has an online filing portal where you can register your business from your mobile device, from a desktop computer, or from your laptop. The process takes about 7 to 10 business days. Once you submit your application and submit payment, it takes about 7 to 10 business days in order for the state to respond with your business registration. Now, if you do not wish to use the online portal, there are 2 other ways where you can register your business. You can go to the State Department of Assessment and Taxation. They are open from Monday through Friday, and you can get your business registered same day. There is an expedited fee. I believe it's $50 when you use that method. You can also mail your application to the State Department of Assessment and Taxation. Please note that mailing process, it takes about 8 weeks. So it's snail mail. It takes about 8 weeks for your business name to be registered in the state. Again, you can use the award-winning online filing portal here in the state of Maryland and register your business. It also provides you with what takes place upon approval and important notes that you need to keep in mind after registration. Once you register your business, let's click on step 2. You will need to file or submit an application to the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, to obtain an EIN number. And so EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. There is no cost to you obtaining an EIN from the IRS. Once you submit the application, you have the option of getting a PDF file with your EIN number, or you can have that mailed to the address that you have on file for your business. Next, if it applies to you, you will need to apply for your Maryland tax and insurance accounts. And that's actually done at the comptroller's office. You will need to file a combined registration form, and that's actually done online, or you can download the form and submit it by mail. We've talked about different license or permits that you may need for your business. The next step is to purchase business insurance. So I'm going to click on that. Maryland, and I'm going to be very careful. Maryland can be a very litigious state. And so what does that mean? You can get sued for just about anything in the state of Maryland, right? So if you have a business that is established and registered, please make sure you connect with the Maryland Insurance Administration, or go to this website and obtain information about how to go about making sure that your business is protected and you have the coverage needed from an insurance perspective to make sure that your business is properly protected. So I'll pause there in this section to see if anyone has any questions.
All right, so feel free to come off of mute to ask a question. While we're waiting for people to ask, I do have a question. So the Maryland Insurance Administration, I vaguely remember that agency, they spoke to a group some years ago. So are you saying this is a great opportunity, or this is an opportunity to reach out to this organization versus going to I don't want to mention no names, private company?
Right.
Do that.
You can ask question about business insurance and the type of coverage that you may need for your business. So this is more of an informational place, as opposed to going to an organization where they're going to give you information, but then immediately, you're being sold. You're being sold a product. And the great thing about this agency is that it also has, if you check on their events calendar page, they have open sessions where you can, attend their session and ask questions about business insurance or the type of insurance that you may need for your business.
All right, good deal. Thank you for that. So Nigel, I saw you come off of me. Do you have a question?
Yes, I just want to know, can people hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just want to say, first of all, I really appreciate everybody who's attending this meeting. And I want to say I'm grateful to be a part of this organization. And I just came home from federal prison. Today is my 60th day home. Tomorrow I'll go get my test for my driver's license, take the written exam. I already have a job lined up with the city of Baltimore. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. And I just want to tell everybody I really appreciate y'all's time and working with me, because when I only been gone for 4 years, but still it seemed like I was using a rotary phone before I left, So for me to get on this Zoom call is really something big. Y'all saw my struggle. I had to go upstairs to go get a guy and all this, But hey, man, I'm really grateful to be here, and I really appreciate this opportunity.
All right. Well, Nigel, thank you for that, man. And welcome home, and continue to use this as a resource too. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
So first of all, Nigel, welcome to Maryland. We welcome you with open arms. We are here to support you in any way that we can. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. We're here to help.
Yes.
Omar, if you see this link that I'm hovering over as well, you business owners can check that out. That has some information as well as the contact phone number to the Maryland Insurance Administration.
I appreciate that.
Sure. All right. I'm going to go back to my home and then go to the manage section. So this is where I find that a lot of businesses, they have their idea, they've created the plan, they have everything that they need, register the business up and running. And then 1 year, turns in the business and they're not in good standing, right? And so this piece of the business is very important. So you've done all the work. You're generating revenue for your business. It doesn't matter if it's a side hustle, a part-time business, you're generating revenue. It is very important that you maintain good standing status in the state of Maryland. And so if you are a sole proprietor, that doesn't really apply to you. If you're a sole proprietor with a trade name, your trade name is good for 5 years, right? You will just have to renew that again. But if you are an LLC and above, you need to make sure that you file what they call personal property returns. These are not your state and federal tax returns. This is totally separate. I know we call it personal property tax return, but it is truly not done when you file your April 15th tax returns for your business. This is separate. This document is used by the state to we collect information on your business revenue, the inventory that you have. You also pay a fee every year of $300 to keep your good standing status, okay? If you are not in good standing in the state of Maryland, it will prohibit you or prevent you from getting grants and loans, okay? So just be very mindful of that. So once we collect that information, we send it down to the county, and the county will determine if you owe any county taxes, okay? If you do owe county taxes and you are not, you have not paid them, the county will submit communication to the state Department of Assessment and Taxation, and there will be a message on your portal stating that you need to pay those taxes that you owe to the county. So it is very important that you file your personal property tax returns on an annual basis, okay? If you have a business license or a permit in the state, know when it's time to renew. Set a calendar invite on your phone or on your Google or your Outlook calendar, if you guys still use Outlook, and make sure that you have that date on your calendar so that you can renew your business license or submit documentation to make sure that your permit is still active and in good standing, okay? It talks about paying your business taxes. We know that. You can order a copy of business documents if you need to. If you need to order a copy of your good standing certificate, you can actually do that online. I believe the cost is either $20 or $30, and you will get an electronic version of that good standing certificate, and you can print that out if you need it. If you need to make changes to your business, you can do that as well online. Please note that there's some changes that you make to your business that will require payment. So for example, if you need to change your resident agent, and your resident agent is the point of contact for your business. If we are not able to reach you at the address that you have listed on file, we will reach out to your resident agent so that they can get in contact with you and let you know that the state is trying to connect with you. But again, there are fees that are associated with making changes to your business. Okay, on the grow section, I'm going to skip the workforce piece because that's what Teresa is going to talk about. Just know that in terms of certification, there is information in this tab about small, minority, and women-owned businesses, networking and support. If you're looking for information about government contracting, it is here. Veteran-owned businesses, you have information here, and you can certainly click on those links to obtain information about these different types of certification or networking and support. So I'll pause there in that section to see if there are any questions that anyone have.
Jan, not in this section, going back to the annual report, I remember was it legislation, or I can't recall if it was legislation or the governor said that they were going to wipe away the $300 fee. So that did not happen, or?
I have not heard of that happening or that it was signed, but it if there are changes to that $300 fee,
Yes.
you will still need to file that personal property return, and the fee may not necessarily be there, but I've not seen anything here that states that it's a done deal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
For that.
And if it is, please note that on SDAT, that's the state website where you will file personal property, which is here. You will see some sort of announcement here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate
It's
that.
coming.
Yeah. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have my publishing company since 2009. Got my articles of organization then. Now, I recently checked when I got out to find out what was the standings on my my state identification information and all that, right? My articles of organization. I'm asking you, is it necessary that I switch that from Ohio to Maryland?
So here's how you go about doing that. If you are doing business in the state of Maryland, you will need to register here, right? If you are registered in a previous state, what they'll do is say, okay, are you closing that registration in Ohio, or are you keeping that registration open in Ohio, but you're establishing a Maryland presence? So it really depends. So let's say you're keeping the business registration open in Ohio.
Yes,
when you register here in the state of Maryland, we will require you as part of the registration to upload your good standing certificate from Ohio.
Okay, I got you.
Now, if the system allows you to bypass that, you will get a notification from the State Department of Assessment and Taxation that there's a holdup because we are missing that form, and they will require you to go back into the system to upload it.
I got you.
If you decide that you want to only have a Maryland presence, you will need to close that business in Ohio, and then you would register your business here on this platform as a Maryland business, and that good standing certificate or closure from Ohio will not be required.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Sure.
This is Rich La Production.